And I thought it was people from the trams, but the trams will drop people off. And then look, it doesn't even look like there's people there. They're just like appearing out of nowhere. No one there apart from this person here. Okay, nobody. And then look, cars appearing out of nowhere. What the heck is going on? Hello everybody and welcome back to City Skylines with me, Biffa, and we are going to be looking at a new area of Biffalo County. There is the financial districts stuff that we built in the last episode with our nice wall-to-wall buildings, and across the river over here we've got this big swathe of land that we are going to work our way over to and try and get this all to fit in to our city here of Biffalo County. Now, one of the big issues that we've got over here at the moment, if I just swing around and get a better view, is at the moment with what we've got unlocked, we've only got one entrance and exit onto our highway, which is this road over here. If we come out of this view and take a look at what we've actually unlocked. So if we look along the left here, we've got this intersection, which basically your interchange just goes from one highway to the next highway. I've started to put some roads coming off of there, and we're going to try and add another one to give people access into Sycamore Heights and Dale Meadows. Then we work our way along here. No room, no room, no room, no room. Then we come to this main interchange, or service interchange, which comes off into the main part of our city. And then along here, we've got, I mean, not really any room. I think I've got a slip lane coming on and off here. This we haven't unlocked. This is a tiny bit here. And then we've got, is that like coming off the highway here? This is, but this is for this end. I mean, I could add a bridge just for the sake of it, but yeah. So it's been a real sort of struggle, and I don't want to build anything off of this one because we're going to get to this one soon. So what is the plan? Well, to get people across to this new piece of land, I'm going to run a road along the coast. Now, we've got this road that joins up here. This has got like a weird little sort of thing going on there. There we go. Excellent. And that is going to join up along the coast and eventually join up with there. It's going to be a 4-lane road, but it's not going to be one with trams. So let's just dive in here and see what we've got that we can run along the coast. I mean, something with trees, something's a little bit quicker. 4-lane road, decked with trees and bicycle lanes. That could be good. And I'm thinking if we come away from the coast and just head out in this direction, and then when we get that open, this can continue down here. We've got a nice piece of land that we can build, and that can hook up to there as well. But I think for now, having this down here is going to work really well. And do you know what? Even though the coast is wiggly down here, I'm going to change this. We're not going to have this wiggling around like that. We're just going to have that come straight out. Yeah, and then we'll get a few wiggles down here. Yeah, that'll be okay, running along the coast. And then hooking this up, ideally I wanted it to go into there, so it's got like a 4-way junction. So if we just pause a moment and grab that, we're going to bring that into there, and then we're going to just change this. Is this a tram? Oh, this is a tram road, isn't it? All right, we'll grab that tram road. We're going to delete that, and I'm going to see whether we can get that to connect to there. And I'm going to use this one here, and so go from there to there. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? A little wiggle through there. That should be fine. We do have some traffic lights, but that's okay. This is looking a bit of a drop here. Let's just see if we can level this out a bit. We'll use this mod. We'll go from there to there. Remember we said this isn't going to stay this turnaround. It's just here for now. What I'm going to do, actually, I am going to remove the traffic lights. We're going to take those away, and we're going to say, you'll give way, and you'll give way for now, because I want everything else just to work. Excellent, excellent. Now, originally, I had said that we were going to have these sort of lower down wall-to-wall buildings here with the nice parks, the nice access up the back, overshadowed a bit by these buildings, and then we were going to do another sort of high-rise area over here. But looking around the map that we've got, I'm sort of changing my mind. I don't feel like I want to do that there. We've got some nice big open, open spaces over here where we could add in a nice sort of high-rise centre for our map. Let's have a look. Maybe around the other side of that island as well. When we get there, there's even this little bit along the highway there. So I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. So instead we're going to spread out with some more houses here. But what does that mean for our financial buildings at the back here? So I've grown, I'm less fond of these glass structures on the top of the building. And thinking it really does take away from these lovely stone buildings that we've got underneath. And I've seen a few other creators, Few Candy, Overcharged Egg, just working with the lower part of these buildings. And, you know, when we get to doing some real high-rise, high-density stuff, middle of the city centre, we could maybe pop some of these in. But for this area, I'd like it to be just the lower half of the building. So if we have a look at one of these, we can see that they're almost up to level 3, almost up to level 3. I don't think anybody's any higher. What's the tallest one? This one here. Almost up to level 3. So out of this whole area, they're almost up to level 3. So what we are going to do, we're going to pause the game. We're going to look at our district here. So it's Sycamore Heights that we've got marked with this. Is I'm going to take this whole district and I'm going to change it all so it's low density, force historical, then upgrade it to level 3. And it all should look like the lower half of the building but still be level 3. So if this works right, what I should do is set this to level 1 instead of level 3. Force downgrade, so all buildings in this district with levels above will downgrade to the maximum, which is 1. So we're going to do that. There we go. Excellent. So this is what it's going to look like afterwards, which is what I want. Although this one here is level 1, but it's still got the glass top to it, which is a little bit odd. It shouldn't have. Maybe if I use the Move It mod and just reset that. No. All right. Well, we'll come back to that one. We'll come back to that one. So let's just pause the game again. Let's get Sycamore Heights. Okay. So now I'm going to force historical on everything. So everything's now historical. There we go. So that means it's not going to change the view of the building. There we go. So now back to Sycamore Heights. Now I'm going to say maximum level 3 and force upgrade. So they now should all upgrade to a 3. Aha. There we go. But still look the same. So let's have a look at this. Level 1, level 1. Okay, what did I do wrong there? Oh, hang on. Level 2. They might just actually naturally upgrade anyway. It looks like they are, look. So we might just go with that rather than forcing it. But I might just mention that to the mod creators, that that one there isn't quite working like it should. But they're all staying with this same look, which is what I want. Excellent, excellent. Apart from these ones here, let's just take a quick look at what's going on with this one. So what building is that? Financial news. If I use the Picker mod, that should give me, oh, this invisible one here. Yeah, I think that might be just the way it is. If I take off historical and upgrade it, so that's level 1, level 2, level 3. So we'll go back down again. There we go. Historicalize, upgrade, upgrade. So it goes up, but it still looks the same. So it might just be that that's the way that one comes. But all of these different ones around the side get that different look. So now what we can do is we can dive in with the Move It mod and we can start doing a little bit of maneuvering with some of these buildings and just making them look a little bit nicer. So we can sort of get some of those, squeeze them up together. Let's grab those two as a pair. Hold control and I'm just going to slide that into there, and I want to line up this brick wall with that there. That's good, and then we can do the same on this one here and get these sort of walls lined up. Do you know what? I think between it all, that actually works okay. But then what I would like to do is grab everybody in this section here. So we'll get the Move It mod again. We'll left click. Nope, Move It mod. Left click, hold shift. Left click, left click, left click, left click, left click, left click. Now I'm going to hold Alt and right click. And it will go joink, 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 joink around in that square. And then we've obviously just got to line it back up again. If I hold Alt, is it going to go in the middle? No, I'll have to eyeball this. So it puts that tall building at the back, but now we get these nice buildings at the front instead. And what about that? What about that? I think that, as a block, looks so much better than it was before. There we go. So what do we think of the way that this is set up? I'm much preferring the look of the buildings at this height. They actually look like they belong now. They're not quite overshadowing this as much. Couple of taller buildings, but we can live with that. Really liking how this corner one looks through here with 4 of those. Very nice, very nice. And these larger corner buildings there as well. Getting all of these to fit along here. What I tend to do is match up the front and just ignore the back if it clips over. And if you get it near enough, there we go. It looks like a nice row all the way along there. That is much, much better. Even the ones that sort of mix, mix and match. Just run a little path around the back and some trees. Yep. Much, much preferring the look of that. And some are still upgrading, which is very good. I'm pleased with that. Right, so let's try and get another road through here as well. So we've got a way off the highway to come down and join this road. We haven't got a way to come from this direction. So I'm thinking if we can bring a road off of here, that would just be great. So I'm going to sort of see what we can do with everything else that we've got going along here. I'm going to anarchy this in. I want it to curve, but it won't curve. There we go. Does it need to curve? I feel like it does a little bit. And then I want this to come down underneath and join on here somehow. I mean, I don't know how this is going to work, but let's just see what we can do. And then something like that. Is that even going to work with the slope? So if we go from there to up there. No. So this bit's okay. That bit is just like a woohoo right up in the air. We could run it along there and attach it further back. Let us do that. Okay, something like that instead. There we go. Let's just turn all of that around. Yep, that's fine. Please go reasonable. What? Why? What? What? People are using it already. They're like, we don't care. We love the lumps and the bumps. See, things like this, we can sort of move out of the way. That is not the end of the world. I'm just so surprised that it's... Yeah, look at all the people that are going to be streaming down this now. No, I don't want that. I want this. If I lift this one up a little bit, I think we can get it to work, with a bit of fiddling around. This piece on the end needs to be the same as what we've got over here, which is this double piece. And I think we're just going to have to make do with this for a while. Until we can... Let's do that there. No. Like this, please. There we go. Excellent. Do you know what? I don't think that is too bad. If we come down there, it's nice and high. A little bit of a turn, a little bit of a dip. It's okay. I think we can live with that. I'm pretty sure in here, yeah, I think a traffic light in there would just make sense because there's so much going on. And whether we don't allow this to go straight over, but just left and right would actually make more sense. So if we grab that road there and just go, yeah, left and right like that. I don't think it was trying to go straight over, was it? Lanes are just doubling up. That'll be good. That one works there. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. So that's going to give extra access to people into this area rather than just relying on all of this over here. Oh, very good. Oh, much happier with the way that looks. Much, much happier. Okay, well, let's turn our attention over here and see what we're going to do. So this is definitely going to be a built-up area. And I'm thinking, you know, with it right along the coast here, we can definitely put some nice houses in. And then have some houses along the back. So we need to sort of plan out a roadway that we're going to have. So let's just take a look at that. So as we build into this area, we're really trying to maximize the space that we've got. Also trying to, let's see, not to have too many connections off of this road here. So we might end up going for the blocks again. I was thinking of doing something maybe similar to what we've had over here with Snakus Square. Maybe putting some of these buildings along the coast because I really like the look of those. And then maybe some of the university buildings a little bit further back here because we're right up against the highway. And this is going to be quite a noisy section with our highway connection that we're going to end up over here as well. So let's just clear a little bit of space with the trees here. I like the palm trees that we've sort of got along the front, but they've become intermingled with all sorts of other trees. You know what? It just seems to me too busy, too dirty. We're going to... dirty? I don't know why trees dirty, but anyway. And then we're going to make use of the Find It mod. So I've got this set here with a filter, required DLC, green cities, level 1. Now you can see the ones that we've used before because we've got 42 and 66 of these placed in the city, but there's all sorts of other ones which I like along here. So I'm just wondering whether we could use our random key, which is R, and just place some of these... Are we going to have them on the main road? I think we are, and they're literally going to start right here. I might just change it when we come to this section. Yes, I'm destroying historical buildings because I want a small little road coming out of here that's going to lead down to like a beach area. So if we just bring this one new one out here, like so. I'll go back into here again. Do a little random. Can I get a small one? Yeah, there we go. And then we'll do the same going this way. Some of these small ones look very much like beach huts, don't they? What are they? What the heck is that? Is that a house? Low density residential. Let's just zoom in. It is. It's like a teeny tiny little house. I don't know if I want those along the front here. I actually want houses in here. Maybe. Oh, we've got an autosave sipper tea moment just there. 1 second. Are you after a strong, sturdy mug for your cups of tea or coffee? It works for both if you really have to. Well, how about our new Cool Beans mug, now available on biffaplaysmerch.com. Oh, I know what's going to be wrong with all of these. None of these are going to have water or anything, which is odd that they're not complaining just yet, but let me sort that out for these lovely people. I know what it is. While I've been doing testing of the financial districts and making of my interchange testing videos, if you haven't seen that yet, go and check that out on my channel after this one. I bet I've turned on in the 81 tile mod sharing of the water. Let me show you that in here because it's very interesting. If we just roll up to the top, here we go. So enable electricity without power lines and enable sewage without pipes. You still need to have enough water and enough power. There we go. We'll come out of that. But yeah, it's just the way it's transmitted. So we'll just speed the game up and hopefully that'll all kick in and everyone will be happy. Yeah. How's our water going? Yeah. They're complaining about water over here. Let me just fix that for them. There we go. That should be okay. And then the power for these people along here. I'm just wondering whether we could just continue running these houses along the front here, even though we're quite close to the beach. Yeah, it might just mean we just do a little bit of jiggery-pokery with this road. That should be okay. Just a couple of small ones there. And then we're going to need to get the power to jump over here. So I might just use my normal little trick. Let's jump into here. Let's take that, put the power menu on. And if we can pop a couple of these in here, get that to go across there. That should be all okay. Are you happy with that? The only thing you're not happy with is the traffic going into town. Oh, mamma mia. Yeah, and this is what's causing the problem. I don't know what it is. Since the last update, we are getting tons of people just jumping out into their cars and causing all sorts of issues over here. Now, there is one thing that I want to change here, which I saw a lot of comments about, and let's just dive into our trams. And you're right, I made a mistake with my tram lines here. If we come in here, buses are all off, have a look at our trams. So this tram line here, tram line number 1, is humongous. It goes all the way up over here, goes round in the big circle there, comes all the way along the front, then goes round into our new area, all the way to the end, all the way back again. It's like the biggest tram, and it goes all the way up here. It's just like absolutely nuts, this tram area. So what are we going to do? And it overlaps. It overlaps with the green one, I think, is over here. Yeah, this is the one that goes around this block in the other direction. So that one's fine. This yellow one here, I think, is over the other side of the mountain. So, yeah, we don't have to worry about that one. It overlaps with this blue one. So, if we turn off the yellow one and have a look over here in our pedestrian area. So, that is the one that goes around our pedestrian area. We don't need this one to do it as well. But we want the two to meet in the middle somewhere. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around here and I'm going to take off any tram line stops for this line. Oh man, there's so many. There's another one there. Oh, there we go. That was all of them up that way. Must be a couple down this side somewhere. Yep, there's one there. There's one over here. There's one there. And there's so many people that wait at them. There's one there. There we go. That's all of them. Okay, now it's back to just going round here and then turning around there and going back again. So if ideally I could get these two tram lines to meet. So that one will... What the heck is that one there? I don't know what's going on with that one there. That's just appeared out of nowhere. But anyway, let's put this one on. So these two are now close enough together. So if I could bring this line up here to turn around, then you've got a crossing over point between our two lines for this area and for this area without it going all the way up there, which is what's causing so much of an issue. If we had more land here, I'd be able to do it. Trying to think, I can't have it come around the back because we've got that there. Could we have it go down there and back out again? But then it's sort of going to be crossing over the traffic. Might mean converting a couple of these into tram roads. Do you know what? I think we can do it. I think we could utilize this as a turnaround spot, and that might stop all of this shenanigans, because then, yeah, people are just going to take the tram instead. That's what I'm hoping. Please. That's what I'm hoping. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab that and we're going to just upgrade this here. Let's turn off collision. There we go. So that's going to connect here. And then I want a tram road to go up and down there. So that then hooks the tram up there. So now it goes round in a circle. Cool beans. So what we want now is, instead of that going up round there, is we want this to come into here and have a stop in there. Why does that one... Okay, hang on a sec. Okay, I'm going to do that and I'm going to get rid of it. Oh, it's going to go up there now anyway. What? I took the stop away and now it's still going up there. Why is it coming down here? There's no... Oh, there is. There's a stop there. Oh, okay. Right, okay. So we're going to do a stop on... What? It's now... Oh, I see. It has to come up there to turn around. Okay, so if I move that to that side... Oh, man. I want it to go the other way. I want it to go up here and up there. So can I... Okay, I'm going to have to force this. If I drag... No, and it still doesn't get rid of the one going the other side. It still wants to turn up there.
6.5 hours later.
Oh, I've done it. I've turned this into a 2-lane road with one-way tram. So now it has to come up and go around. So I want to stop there on that side. Let's just do it a little bit further down like that. I don't want this one here. So it's going to go up, drop some people off there and leave. Doesn't cross over at all, which is good. And this one is looping around Has that got a stop out here? It has. Could I move that purple one into there instead? That would be better, wouldn't it? Look at that. So that purple one stays internal, doesn't get in the way at all with all of this. That goes up and down there, and then they can have this as their drop-off points for the two types of tram. Yes, that would be much, much better. That would stop all of this, hopefully, where they're getting on and off the tram. So we'll just wait for that to go down once all those cars have gone. And then this road up here doesn't need to be tram anymore. Oh, it does because we've got the tram depot. So we'll leave that. We don't need this turnaround anymore. So that stops that being a four-way junction, which is good. So that makes that a little bit happier for everybody. Excellent. It's like, where are they all coming from? Well-educated resident manager at Ferry Pier. Okay, what about you? Consultant at the Giga store, tourists. Oh, it's just tourists. Lots of tourists coming to see this. And that's where they're coming out. I wonder if I could just turn this around like that. I'm assuming that was the front on that main road. And they'll come out here instead. Now we'll see what happens anyway. But I'd like to have a look at these two tram lines now and work out how many trams we need on the line. So let me let it run for a bit. And then we'll check those out. Okay, so I've adjusted the amount of trams on here, dropped it down a bit. I think our time traffic lights that we've put in here just need adjusting. Let's just click the right button. There we go. So this one here, if we stop that, is set 3 to 8. Yeah, that really needs to be a lot higher. Let's go 15 to 25. And we're going to start that, skip that, go straight to the next one. Just to let these out a little bit quicker. And then when they come along here... Where are they stopping? Yeah, see, this is another thing. They're all doing it here as well. They're all just getting in their cars in the middle of the street and blocking all this off. And I thought it was people from the trams, but the trams will drop people off and it's fine. And then look, it doesn't even look like there's people there. They're just like appearing out of nowhere. No one there apart from this person here. Okay, nobody. And then look, cars appearing out of nowhere. What the heck is going on? And again... Yeah, anyway, I don't know why they're doing that, but what I'm going to do is go along here. And wow, I'm half wondering whether to upgrade this to 6 lanes. We've just got more lanes for... Because we've got a lot of left-hand turns. If I do dedicated turning lanes on these... Actually, I don't want to do it on all of it. I'm going to do it on this one here. And then I'm going to do it on this one here. I'm just wondering whether people are going to get going a little bit quicker along here. And then past there it's fine, but I'll do it on that one as well. But it only leaves one lane for straight on. But I'm just wondering, we speed things up a bit, whether we're going to see people that, yeah, look, that want to go straight on, getting out of there quicker. Once this breaks down and people realise they can get into the other lane. Yeah, there's like people crossing over that are stopping it there, isn't it? Let's just come out of this view. We don't need all of these crossings also near each other. So I'm going to turn off crossing there. And I'm also going to turn off crossing here so they can cross up there if they want to. Instead, just to get these people out a little bit quicker. I feel like I want to turn off crossings here and here as well, just to get people going. You can cross there, you can cross there. Yeah, so that's sort of clearing that up a bit, isn't it? Let's then look at the dedicated lanes going the other way. And then we might decide that we have to upgrade all of these to... Yeah... Bigger roads. I don't know. Let's have a look at that one there. We'll do it like that. This one here, we'll do it like that. And then we're getting up to the junction down here, aren't we, soon? That just goes all straight on. That goes straight on. This one here. Yes, I'm pretty sure this one here, I've tried to have dedicated lane before. And it wasn't necessarily the best, but we'll try it again. And that one's okay. Let's just keep an eye on all of this. See, if this all goes down, then it means these people here can get out a bit better, but let's just keep an eye on that. See, what's interesting, once you get up here, it's okay. Here, they're doing sort of hawky-balky lane switch, and you can see it right there. So what we can do, is because it's taken a long time for that traffic to go down, is to say, you stick in your lane, so they can pick their lane here, and then if we speed that up again, so they're lane switching at the nodes instead, which is fine. That's normally a little bit smoother. So we've got a little bit of a backlog going on now. So a lot of these want to stay in this one here to go straight on, which is fine. But you can see how many cars there are. So I'm really thinking that this could do with being a 6-lane road. And then they're all turning up there to head into here, which is the way in and out of the city, isn't it? Yeah. So as that's the only way in and out, that's why it's causing so many problems. Oh, you will stop there. Oh, you're behind a bus. Yeah, see, that doesn't help. You've got bike lanes and buses, and they're blocking everything as well, which is a bit of a pain. How far back does this traffic go? All the way to the bridge? Yeah. Yeah, I think this main road along here needs to be upgraded to a 6-lane road. So let's just have a look at some of the options that we've got. So it's got to be, obviously got to be tram. What have we got on here? 6-lane road with tram tracks, bus and bicycle lanes. But that is going to be, let's just upgrade that one there. Is that going to cause any problems? Let's do that. Yes, that's still 4 lanes, but one of them's a bus. So I mean the buses will be out of the way, but the amount of lanes will be exactly the same. As if we go like that one, we've now got lots of extra lanes going down here. I think this might be good. I'm going to very carefully upgrade this all the way down here. Yeah, this is where it's going to be an issue. Is because if we do this one as well. Let's have a look. Yeah, see the tram here is going to go from... Can't even see where it is. Yeah, here, next to the bike lane. Then it's going to cut across to the middle. But I think we might just have to deal with that. And this bit over here, what is this bridge going to look like? Oh, it's going to be a humongous bridge, isn't it? Look. Wow, look at that. That is like the best bridge I've ever seen. Okay, we're going to need to just redraw that in, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's okay, isn't it? I don't mind that. And then we've got this little bit at the end. Let's just grab that. Go back to this and upgrade to so. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so again, we might just need to go along and do the dedicated lane things. Let me just quickly do that, and then we'll see how the traffic goes. Yeah, so this side nearest to us is going much, much better. The trams are stopping where they need to stop and they're overlapping each other, which the game does sometimes, but the cars are all continuing on, and that's fine. It's coming the other way is a bit of an issue. I was just looking at this junction down here. How many are turning off and how many are going straight on? That is the question. I'm also looking at this as well, whether most are turning left, whether we just need a bigger road here. Or an asymmetric, man, this is like really trying to get a bike with a tram with an asymmetrical road. I'm pretty sure that just doesn't exist in the game. That's just like taking things too far. Let's just use the picker mod. I'll be surprised. We've got asymmetrical two. So we're in the bike tab, aren't we? Yeah. So if we go to the tram tab, there is not going to be an asymmetrical tram. I'm pretty sure we could put a 6-lane in there, like we've got medium and tram tracks, 8-lane. Yeah, if we just go with this one here and pop that in there. So now we get more lanes for going in and out, 2 for straight on actually and 1 off. Oh, actually that's okay, isn't it? That works out all right. And then what I'm going to do with these ones is we know most people are turning left, so we're going to do that. Whoops, there we go. Excellent. So that should hopefully keep these people. See, there's not. Yeah, there's still quite a few flash mobs with their invisible flash mobs, and then they just pull the car out of the pocket, and off they go. So if we follow this traffic down here, then we get to this point where there's only one left-hand lane because we've just done dedicated lanes. I could make that 2, but I don't want all of these cars. Look, they're just blocking up Lafayette Heights, and the main road, the main way in and out here is like totally clear. So what we're going to do is just pause the game, and it's just like blocking up everything else. We're going to make sure that this zone doesn't cover this road here. That, I think, still needs to come over there, but not on this bit here. We're going to just separate that. Hopefully that still works okay. So this road's free, and we're going to say Lafayette Heights policies. We're going to go into one of these. Old Town. Only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles. Ban other motor traffic. So that's going to stop people cutting through, which means all of these vehicles here, I mean, they're going to have to keep going, but any new ones should now come up here and use this road, which may have to get upgraded to a 6-lane. We'll see how it goes. And there we go. It doesn't take long. They're all queuing there, look, to go straight down the boulevard, I suppose you could call that, instead of turning left here. There's hardly anybody in this lane, which is fantastic. That is what we want to see. And if we come along here, I've made this a double left-hand turn so more people can get up here. And that is working much, much better. Whether we end up with some sort of traffic light in there or not, I'm not sure. But now we're going to get a lot more traffic down here because they're not cutting through. And look at this. It's clear. That is what a neighborhood should look like. And it didn't really take too long for that to happen. This going this way is still super busy, but it's not backing up so much on the main road. And this bit down here, I think we've just got this weird issue where people are just jumping out and flash mobbing, but we'll leave that like it is. That's fine. Not going to worry too much about that. Well, it seems like I got distracted for this little area that we were going to build over here. We've got some good roads and some planning done, some traffic fixing done, some tram fixing done, and some financial district building fixing done. Wow, ended up being a lot of fixing. If you enjoy my videos, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And then check the next video out on the screen. Pretty sure it's going to be my one where we look at a load of intersections. A very satisfying traffic flow video. I will see you all soon. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.